Hello guys, welcome to Soundbox, and if you're tuning in for the first time, please don't forget hit on that subscribe button, like this video, turn on the bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload videos like this. Okay, today I have an amazing and incredible piano player right here, Mr. Kingsley. Yeah, and this guy has been doing a whole lot of things, and it took a while to get this guy here. And today he's here with us and he's going to do a breakdown of what you just heard him play. But first of all, let's get to meet my amazing and incredible piano player, Mr. Oh, okay. So he's a YouTuber and has one of the fastest growing YouTube channel where he teaches crazy things. I mean, he does. I think you do breakdown of. Okay. So that's it. And today he's just going to tell us a little about himself, where he's from and how long he's been playing the piano, and before we get into the breakdown. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Kingsley Akonwa-Chagozie. I'm 22 years old. September 12, I will be 23. Still quite young. Yeah. So I've been playing the piano for about, I would say, off and on, roughly 10 years. Off and on, roughly 10 years.
That's been a while.
Yeah, on and then a little while off and then on. But I started very seriously January 2020. That was when I started learning how to play on keys. That's when I really got into the main game. So yeah, I think that's it.
Oh. That's one amazing thing with most of these pro players. They actually know the exact day they started dedicating themselves to a particular target. I can't actually remember when exactly I actually started playing piano, but it's fine, it's cool. Okay, so Mr. Kingsley, it's nice having you here. For me, it's like a dream come true to have you here in the studio to share your knowledge and how you approach and think while you're playing the piano. It's one thing I always admire from a distance, and I like, today you are here and you are going to drop all those stuff. So let's get down to what you just played. And what key did you play?
Yeah, I was on D flat, right?
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So what I did was basic reharmonization.
Yeah.
Now for some people that might not be basic, but it's actually basic, and I'm going to prove that to you. What I used was extensions. Now I know extensions is like the old thing, like when you hear extensions, it's like, oh, I know it, but not really. Okay, so here's the trick. We take D flat major, right?
Okay.
And then we know that there are 7 basic chords in this tonal center key: D flat major, E flat minor, F minor, G flat major, E flat major, E flat minor, C diminished. Now these are just basic triads. So the main thing about this basic reharmonization is that you don't want to be playing the song too basic, like a beginner would play, like sir major. Basic, right? The waters of my soul, long get up to thee. That's how a beginner will play. So we want to move from playing basic chords to more dynamic chords, and we do that by using extensions. So there are 4 basic extensions: 7, 9, 11, and 13. So if we take D flat major and we add the 7, we get C, right? And then this is a D flat major 7. We add a 9. E flat, D flat major 9. We add a sharp 11. Now I'm going to explain why I'm not adding the 11, which is G flat, because of this.
Okay.
Yes. So because they conflict, to play it, you just sharpen the 11. All right. So I'm using the 7, 9, 11, and let me extend my hands here. Add the 13, that will be B flat. Now here's how I think of it. There are many chord colors. So there's F minor here.
Yeah.
In the color. There's A flat major. There's C minor.
Yeah.
There's E flat major. So these are colors that I can add to the base of D flat to get many options. And then we can also extend. For example, we have you can see F minor 7, F A flat, C E flat. You can also see A flat major 7, A flat C, E flat G. You can also see C minor 7, C, E flat, G, B flat. So what I'm doing is just adding, I get the basic chord E flat major, that is 1, right? I have 7, 9, sharp 11, 13, and then there's many colors, right? So each color has a sense of what it proclaims, so to say. So, for example, if I do 2, 5, I ended on the 1. Now, most of you will just play the 1, E flat major, but you see, using several colors, I added E flat major. So I can take one triad from those extensions and add it to the bass and have it in different color. I can use maybe C minor, you know, maybe A flat major. So because you see C minor there, you see these are options that I've practiced, right? So for example, if I do a 2, 5, 6, right? 2. What I'm using is colors, right? So again, just explaining that I used the A flat major on the right. So it's about chord separation. We want to take another color of chord in the right hand, and then we use the base of our root chord on the left. It just makes things more simplistic, right? So I'm separating them, and I'm treating the chord on my right hand independently from the one on my left. So I'm not looking at this now as, let's say, a D flat major 9. I'm looking at it as D flat plus A flat major. The same way we'll say 4, the number 4, but you can look at it as 2 plus 2. So I'm treating the 2 and 2 separately. Like I'm bringing 2 2s. Yeah, I'm bringing 2 2s, if you get what I mean, together to make it 4. So that's just basically what is happening. Now we can do this with the rest of the basic triads, and then we get many of them. So for example, the song, if you want to try this, all you have to do is, first of all, you have to know the melody of the song you want to reharmonize or harmonize.
Which is very important.
Yeah, which is very important. So knowing the melody and knowing the basic progression, because knowing the basic progression gives you the map of where you're going to be adding the extension to the chords. So the song goes from the 1 to the 5, down there to the 6, and then we go to the 4, and to the 5, and to the 1, right? So what I can do is this. I'm adding F minor in my right hand, and I have E flat for the 1 chord.
Okay. So on the left hand, on the 1 you have like C sharp.
Yes.
On the right hand it's where you have the
F minor.
The F minor.
Now when I'm done, maybe something like this.
Yeah.
Maybe strange to start the song with, but you get what I mean. So it's all about what you want. Basically, I would not want to start that strong adding that G.
Yeah.
It's going to be much stronger.
Because of the tension there that you have between the G and the D sharp.
Yeah. So I will probably use those options when I'm ending the song, or probably in the middle of the song, but not to start the song, because you don't want to start the song that strong.
I get you.
I can go. Now I'm going to the 5, and what you have to know is you only use the extensions on the 5 when you are going to the 1, because the 5 is acting as a secondary dominant. This is basic theory. So when you are going from the 5 to another note or key that is not the 1, you don't use the extensions. So I cannot use G7 because I'm going to the 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So I only use it and the extensions when I'm going to the 1. That's the only exception when you use the extensions on the 5. Alright? So on the 5 here, I'm just going to use a basic source. Just use a source 2, right? And then the B flat here. Then to the 6. Now look at this column. On the 6, I'm using A flat major.
Yeah.
If you extend the 6, you have B flat minor, 7, 9, 11. You can also see, just see that. That's where I get that A flat major.
Whoa. Sounds so sweet.
That's where I got it from.
Okay.
Like my hallelujah belongs to yeah. Right? So that's where I got that color for the 6. Right? Of course, I'm messing around with the melody because it goes as a girl on the phone by it. As a girl on the I'm resolving that. but it's just my style of play. I like to suspend it because this is the form of E flat. If you know your suspended chords very well, right? So then they're going to the 4 and basic. You do a 2-5-1 if you want to go to probably any major or minor key or chord. So I'm going to G flat major. I can go to 2-5-1. Don't forget, all these extensions apply to every single place you have a minor or major chord, right? So on the E flat, I can extend. Instead of just playing basic A flat minor, I can extend, right? On the D flat, I can use a dominant because again, this is acting as a 5 going to G flat. You really have to think this critical. You have to really start like this, okay? Because I know it's like I'm switching between keys.
Yeah.
But that's how you grow. So at that point, I'm thinking 2-5 in the key of F sharp. So at that point in time, I'm not thinking I'm in the key of D flat. For that moment, again, for that moment, not just for that short moment, I'll think as if I'm in the key of F sharp. So I'm going to do like a 2, right? Like simple 2, in the key of G flat. So that can serve as a passing chord to the 4 in the key of D flat. Now, if you are confused,
this is where the pro get us confused. But you need to pay attention and get this idea. These are most of the things that make this guy sounds professional. Man, I'm getting you.
Yeah, let me just, because I know some people be like, what's that?
Why are you taking us?
Yeah, what I mean is this: we went from the 1
Yeah.
to the 5 to the 6, and then we are going to the 4. We want to play a passing chord from the 6 to the 4. Basic passing chord, at least everybody should know this one. At least if you're intermediate players, you know 2-5-1. It's very simple. 2-5-1. So what is the 2-5-1 in the key of F sharp? The reason why I'm saying in the key of F sharp is because the 4 is our target chord.
Exactly.
That is where we are passing to, right? So that is the target for that moment. Again, have it for that moment because we are moving on. We are not stopping there. So for that moment, the 4 is the target. That is where we are going to. So we play a 2-5 in the key of F sharp. So just play 2-5 in the key of F sharp. Come up with anything. It could be this. That's something basic. Now you're thinking I'm in the key of F sharp. Now let me use that same thing I just played now. So the waters of my soul. You see, I use the same thing, but now it's acting as a passing chord to the 4 in the key of C sharp. So you can look at it this way: 2-5-1 in the key of F sharp serves as a passing chord to the key of to the 4 in the key of C sharp.
Yeah.
So rewind. If you rewind and you watch this again, you definitely understand. It's
Exactly.
very difficult, but if you know your music theory very well, it's quite much easier. So again, I'm flowing with the melody, and that's where the creative process comes in, right? So it goes the waters of my soul. So I'm now using A flat minor. That's a 2. D flat dominant. D flat 7. That is a 1. Again, the target chord is F sharp. And don't forget, I said for a while. I'm just saying for a while because we are moving on, right? So F sharp. So that's what I'm doing there, playing around with the song and the melody. So the waters of my soul. Oh, so
what was that thing you did?
this is A flat major. Or if you extend if you extend the F sharp, which is a 4, G flat.
Yeah.
You will see that A flat major. So I'm using different colors. You have to rehearse this. You have to write down the colors and you have to try them. Some of them you might not like. There are some I prefer, there are some I don't. So it's about your choice, how you want to sound like. So on that 4 here, I can use that, right? But you could just do on there, and then what I can do here is change the progression a little bit. So because we go 4, long and 5,
yeah.
to the 1, and then we go again 5, 1. You don't forget it. So long after the. See how much time we are spending on the 1, and that's too much time. So what we can do is simply do a 3, 2, 5, 1. It's like walking down, going 5, 1.
Just to fill on those spaces.
Yes, just to fill the spaces so that it doesn't sound empty.
Okay.
Again, we want to move from playing like a beginner to playing like an intermediate player. We don't when you are leaving so much time there, it's empty. People expect you to fill up, right? So longer 3 and 2 and 5. See, basic. So again, longer than 3 to 2 and 5 and you all get it, right? So we'll now use extensions there. Many things you can do there. So again, if we extend the 3, I'm using A flat major and E flat major. That's why I did this. A flat major, inverted, E flat major.
Yeah.
E flat. So you can use 2 chords, you can mix them.
Just play around.
Yeah, play around. So I'm doing so on the 3 I'm doing it's just triads. A flat major, flat, E flat major. So you can do something like, let's say,
Okay.
so I did A flat major, A flat major, A flat major, E flat major
On the 3.
on the 3.
Yeah, on the left hand down.
So there's a lot of options. So it's not you can't just stick to one thing. That's why it's good to know the theory behind it. So I can do maybe, see, I'm changing the rhythm now. So I'm doing A flat, E flat, E flat. So you can mix it. There are other extensions, other possible chord separation you can get from the extensions. You can mix it, right? So this is too much. I can't exhaust it all, but I'm trying to give you like a map to follow. I can't. It's a lot, right? So that's what I'm doing on the 3. Now on the 2, again, I'm still using the extensions, and this is my favorite. If you extend the 2, this is the 2, E flat minor, 7, 9, 11, 13. You see a D flat major there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm using.
Oh.
10s for E flat. So the significance is I have E flat on my left, and whatever color I use, I put it on my right. Again, separating the idea. So I'm not thinking about this as, I'm thinking about it as 2 chords. E flat stays on my left, whatever chord possibility I get from the extensions stays on my right. And I'm thinking about it independently, because I will not be able to do this on the 3 if I was not thinking about my right hand independently. This is the skill you have to learn if you really want to improve further. So I'm thinking about it separately. It just helps. I don't know. Maybe for some it might not help, but for me it does help if I think about it separately. Left hand doing another thing, right hand. It gives me the possibility of improvising on my right hand. So I'm not stuck to one idea.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking I'm thinking, what can I do on my right hand? What can I change? So gives you a lot of options. So this is the color I'm using here on the 2. And now here's the 5. You cannot use colors on the 5 because we are going to 1. Remember the first time I said we cannot use those colors on the 5 because we are not going to the 1. So this is what I mean. So on the 5, so many stuff you can do here. Right? So you extend the 5. Okay, you have A flat major, 7, 9, 11, 13. Now, here's something you have to understand about dominant chord, because this is a dominant chord. The dominant chord on the extension of the 9, you have 2 options. So you can decide to flatten the 9. That's why you get something like this. You have 2 options there on the 9. So when it comes to the 9th extension, only on the 9th. On the 7th, you don't have 2 options, you only have 1 option, F sharp. On the 11th, you don't have 2 options, you only have 1 option, D flat. On the 13th, you don't have 2 options, you only have 1, F. But on the 9, you have 2 options, B flat and A, in regards to extending the A flats. Okay? So, again, there are so many stuff you can do What I'm doing is, I'm doing this, I'm changing, taking that B flat because I can mix them. So I'm taking the B flat to A flat. And what I can do is take this 11 to the 3. So I'm doing the same thing here on the left. Maybe I just omit that. As if I'm ending the song, but you get where I mean, using strong chords when you want to end it, when you want to end the song. On that one, when we started, we used something very simple. Yeah. But now, as if I'm ending the song, I'm using stronger chords. So if you write down the extensions, as you go down the charts, you get more stronger chords. Alright? But anyways, you're not ending the song, so let me just. Again, the point is not that every time you use the extension, right? Because here I just use the D flat major, right? So you must not use it every single time, but it's something you can chip in.
You can interchange it with other chord. And mind you guys, this is just pretty much on just extension alone.
Extensions
you haven't dived into other possible ideas that you can. Wow, this is just a whole lot.
Yeah.
Okay?
So that's it, and then you can try with other songs with the extensions. Like I said, we can't start discussing the extensions now. It's going to take a long time to dilute each and every one of them. You can basically just write down the extensions. I'm already giving you the formula, so please don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Try to write down the formula. If you write it down, you get the options you have. All you have to do is mathematically choose. Now, some you will choose you will not like I told you. There are some I don't prefer to the way I want to sound. That's why everybody sounds different. So for some, you say, okay, I like this one, I don't like this one, I like this one. For the ones you like, you take it out. For example, for me on the 2, I like to use a D flat major over the E flat. This is just like my thing. You almost hear me every time I do it, right? So that is something I have taken out and say, okay, I love this sound. This is how I want to sound, and it's now particular to me. So write it down, and then you can try it with, many other songs. Thanks, we give me thanks. If you extend, you have a E flat major. That's what I used on the 6th. So thanks, instead of we give you thanks, I'm doing thanks, right? Or for all you have done. Yes, that too. In our life, I am soulless, my soul is fallen so
Whoa guys, that's so amazing, that's so inspiring. I mean, I've never looked at this extension like this. I mean, the picture became so clearer, and I begin to see more options, more things you can do in between. Wow, it's so amazing to have you. This is so awesome. Guys, if you haven't hit up that subscribe button, like this video, turn on the bell notification, and I'm going to drop the link in the description box below on his channel, where you can reach out to him and see other amazing things that he does in his channel. I mean, there's so much breakdown about the 251. There's a lot to learn. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.